Good afternoon. Today I got a little project going. I got to change the hydraulic oil and filter on the BOXER 427. To do that, I need to be able to put it up on an elevated surface so I can capture the used oil off the machine, because I'm going to build me a waste oil burner for heating my garage next year. And actually, the hydraulic oil that probably comes out of it will probably be pretty clear and a good oil. It's not like engine oil that has a lot of carbon in it and turns dark. But either way, you can use either product in a waste oil burner, but this would be probably pretty decent oil coming out of it. I'm just changing it because I don't know what the other people have had in it, and I have had some problem with foaming. So if they've got the wrong type of hydraulic oil in there that's got detergents, that could be causing some of the foaming problem, the aeration problem in the oil. But I'll go ahead and change it and change the filter and make sure that that's not the problem before I go forward and get a new pump, which I have found a source for a new pump for it, and they're not that bad. They're only like almost 600, but when you think about it, you got a 2-stage pump, 2 speeds. You also have it runs the hydraulic drive and the hydraulic attachments. So, and relatively speaking, that's not bad when you think about that. That's right in line with the price of pumps and wheel motors for the 0 turns. The only thing is that the only elevated place I have to lift it, my best option is to flop the ramps on this gooseneck trailer and run it up on the ramps, and then I'll be able to access the drain port and have room to put a barrel underneath for capturing oil. Problem is, to get the ramps down, that trailer is in the way. To get to that trailer, I'd have to unhook from the Dodge, which means back that dump trailer back in the hole, disconnect from there, which is a problem because I need that hooked up for a job. Then after disconnecting from the dump trailer, I'd have to hook to the gooseneck trailer to move it over somewhere, hopefully out of the way. Probably, I guess, up there by that tree that I knocked down, so that I can get back on the dump trailer to finally move this back, to flop the ramps, to drive the BOXER back up on there to drain the oil. That don't make no sense to me. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try using my magnetic drill with the annular bits, the carbide bits, to drill a hole in one of the forks for the BOXER, to put a ball on the fork end to move this trailer easily without all of that mess. And then I'll always have that option down the line of being able to throw a ball on that fork without changing attachments if the forks are on it. Sorry about the wind. And then I'll have that option for down the line, so it's not just a one-time thing. So let me get started on that. I'll be back. Okay, so I got my mag drill out. I think I got the right size bit on it. I've connected it to home run power, basically. I mean, it's not an actual outlet out in the house, but with that heavy RV cord there, it should transfer as much power. The point is, I'm not using a drop cord because I don't want to drill out. I don't want to burn up a good drill. So the way this works is you just hit the switch. Now the magnet holds the drill to the surface, and then I can get some oil here and hopefully bore a hole. Now these forks are treated, so I don't know how well it's going to cut. Hopefully I don't ruin a bit, but we'll get to it and we'll see. I think that magnetic base helps a lot with something like that. Let's see if the ball will fit now. Okay, good, good. All right, normally on forks, I just use a torch and blow a hole in it, but I don't, my torches are low on gas and it doesn't make a good clean hole. So I wanted to do it different this time. And that seems like it works. I don't know if y'all have ever done this, but I don't always put that tight. I don't put it tight, I just throw it on there. Okay, so now it's up on there and I can use the trailer tongue jack to change my angle if I need to. It's got the drain plug where I can get to it, and I can put a pan under here and catch the oil. Yeah, it's coming out like gangbusters. I got a mess all over, but I'm glad I'm in the gravel. Hell, it's supposed to be 10 gallons, but it's still going strong. And it don't look like good stuff either. I'm gonna try to stop it off. Okay, I got it stopped off. I got oil every freaking where. It's got way more than 10 gallons in it. So I gotta find another bucket. So that oil that came out wasn't very good. It's probably never been changed before. So I just grabbed it. So let's see if we can get out the last of it. You can see on the buckets that I moved out, the 2 5 gallons, the oil was aerated just from the flow of dropping in the bucket. So I don't think it's a good oil, but we'll see. It's supposed to be crystal clear. So another thing is, when it's in a large steel tank like this with heat cool cycles, and this machine came from Georgia, so it gets somewhat cooler up there, it can build up moisture from condensation on any open areas in the tank, any void areas, and then that moisture over time contaminates the hydraulic oil. Holy cow, it's filled that bucket up too. So I don't know what's going on here, because the dipstick, when I had this amount in, it was just indicating full on the dipstick, but the research on the pamphlet says, or on the internet, said that its capacity was 10 gallons. I've pulled 15 gallons out so far. All right, let me get another bucket. Okay, so it's drained out. This is what I got. That oil, as you can see, is not very good. I hope that I didn't wait too long and ruin the pump. I just got the machine though, so no doubt whatever damage was already done, if there is damages. It is slower than it should be, but that could be just from wear. Here's my filter. Everything's from Italy, so of course it's pricey. Filter and O-ring kit. And I haven't done one of these before. I'm hoping that I was not supposed to have the boom up to get to this, because without fluid in there I can't really get the boom up, and I'd rather get it all cleaned out before I put fluid in. So let me get to these bolts. I've already got them loosened up. Let me get them out and then we'll see what's happening. The lid off, and I noticed there was a new spring in here, so I'm going to change that spring. I don't know if it's really necessary, but since there's one, it's going to get changed. The O-ring I'll change out, and there's several O-rings in here, but I didn't take apart the second level of the assembly, so I may not need all of that. Let's see if this will come out with the forks in place. Yep, it does clear, and you know, I can't really tell anything about. I'm gonna try to set it down somewhere where I can do future inspection. I don't want to contaminate it, so I want to check it out and see what was all in it. The drain is still open, but there's still a fair bit of oil in this area. Wonder if I should pour some good oil in there and flush it down through. Probably the amount is not going to be significant enough to fool with, so I'll probably skip that. All right, let me get some of this. Let's get the spring changed and that top O-ring. Put the filter in, and then we'll start adding oil. And then this is my fill area, so I got to get a long funnel. And I only have 10 gallons, so I'll probably have to go to the store. All right, catch you in a minute. Okay, I got the filter, spring, O-ring, and cap back on. I didn't get any video because I bumped the phone or something, I don't know. So now I got to put the drain plug in the bottom, open the fill cap up top, and put in fluid. And I hope, see, this is New Year's, tomorrow's New Year's Day, and I'm thinking I'm gonna be short on hydraulic fluid. Pretty sure. I hope I can get to the store in time. We'll see. But even, I think with 10 gallons, I should be able to run it off of here and put it away. I just don't like to have my stuff out in the weather. Thought I'd get a shot of pouring it in so you can see how clear the fluid's supposed to be. But there it is. That's how clear that hydraulic fluid should have been coming out. And over here's the dipstick. See, it's on the cap. So there's a discrepancy in the literature as to the capacity of this and what the dipstick reads. Basically, the whole bottom of this machine is a tank, hydraulic fluid tank. And I pulled with spillage. I assume with spillage I had all 4 of them buckets full, so that's 20 gallons. The literature says 10. I only have 15, and we're coming up on New Year's Eve, so don't know if I'll be able to get enough to have it full. I have to retract that statement. Now I'm on to a different brand of hydraulic oil. This is Traveler ISO 46 from Rural King, and it's not clear like the other, but it is a lot clearer than the old stuff coming out just a little yellower than the stuff that came from Advanced Auto. I don't know which one's better. If I find out something, I'll update you. I think I got it filled. I'm gonna try to start it up, see how it runs. Shouldn't see much difference really, but it's more of a peace of mind thing, knowing that you got good oil in it. I probably ought to do it to the Bobcat too, but that'll be even more work. As it is, I got all that. I got to transfer the oil from the open buckets to the ones with caps, store them. It's a big mess. Let me get this thing going, see how it runs. Well, that's it on the hydro oil change.